Hello, everyone, and we are with you this afternoon to talk about digestion and how important digestion is to your core health and wellness. And one of the things that I like to say is that you could be a multimillionaire, you could be poor, but you're not going to enjoy any aspect of your life at all if you don't have your health and wellness. So I am Melissa Wittenborn, talking to you from Savannah, Georgia. We have Michelle Meldy talking to you from Toronto, Canada, and Steve Klein from Boston, Massachusetts. So Steve, I'm going to let you kick this call off with what I think is really important information for everyone to have, especially as we go into the holidays where maybe some of our diets aren't so great, wonderful, and marvelous. So Steve, take it away, please.
Thank you, Melissa, for having me on. And all three of us here have amazing stories about digestion, and we're going to be hearing from everybody on their story as anybody listening to this video call does. So what we discovered after getting the right, how should I say this, results, okay, great things happen when you know what you know and what you don't know, right? You're in trouble, as Melissa would say. So with that said, okay, I have a personal story of taking Advil and vomiting blood and having really bad acid reflux and almost dying in the hospital and being on Nexium for 10 years. Anyway, research after research got me on what we're doing now. We have what we call a core health, I want to say it, evaluation. We're not doctors, we're not making claims, but we do have a lot of factual information to back it up on websites like PubMed and things like that. Let me bring you back to a little history quickly so we understand what is going on. So back in the Industrial Revolution, they started feeding the cows grains, okay? And they started using sprays. In the 90s, if you were living then, okay, you would know the difference. Back in the day, we never heard of gluten allergies. You didn't hear about that, or a gluten menu at a restaurant, because it didn't exist. And the GMOs and eating organic is such a big deal now, and people know they feel better. Here's the thing. When we get our gut right, our digestion right, it helps a whole lot of things get right. It's like you're driving your automobile over a bunch of nails. You got to pull the nails out and patch up the tire. Otherwise, you're going to get a flat tire. So this is the dangerous part where some people say, oh, and they think it's like medicine. They go, we're not doctors. I need this for this. No, it doesn't work like that. We want to get to the root of the problem and get down to the nitty gritty of digestion, okay? When we get to that and work with that, okay, great things happen. We found out that if you go back into history, into a lot of naturopaths, and I know Michelle's going to talk about ginger in a little bit, you go back and see about ginger and turmeric is one of the first things they discovered, okay? It's like almost like what's old is new, right? And then we have other things that we use high impact, okay, to really work on people's digestion. But the point of our call today is Melissa has a story, okay? She had some health stuff. Michelle has a story, okay? We all have a story. When we get into digestion, it goes into other categories and overlaps into, getting that right, into getting the blood flowing, which is inflammation, which helps repair the body when we give it the right nutrition. If we don't clean that up, you ain't going anywhere, okay? And it's really tough. And so that's the point of our call. So everybody has things similar, but very different. That's why it's very personal when you do a health evaluation. And we'll repeat it afterwards, but at the end of this call of you watching us on YouTube, wherever it goes, if you know Melissa, contact Melissa, please. If you know Michelle, contact Michelle, please. You know me, contact me, please. And we're going to go through this with you and get to the bottom of what is going on for you, okay? I'm gonna give it back to Melissa and Michelle now, and I'll be back.
Great information, Steve. And, I like to reiterate my joking commentary that you just don't know what you just don't know. So did you know that inflammation typically starts within the gut of your body? I didn't know that. And I've had a lot of challenges with osteoarthritis through the years. I've had it for about the last 20 years or so. And I also had a very severe tendon injury in the arch of my foot, and that tendon runs up back into the Achilles, which runs up the back of your leg, and had a lot of inflammation, a lot of pain. Inflammation does cause pain within your body, and a lot of people will talk about stomach aches, diarrhea, constipation, heartburn, acid reflux, food allergies. Some people will talk about how they always catch a cold or a flu easily. Some people might just have a whole lot of health concerns. And typically, when I talk with somebody like that, I talk to them about inflammation in the body. And my favorite product is to take massive doses of ginger and turmeric. Here's the funny thing, not all ginger and turmeric is alike. I've used about 5 different companies, highly rated ginger and turmeric, but the stuff that I'm currently taking right now is off the charts, amazing to me, and the results that I've had is unbelievable. So my story quickly is that I had this foot injury. I had it during a cross-country move and during COVID. So I got the double whammy. Orthopedic surgeons at the time were considered non-essential. So I couldn't even get in to see anybody for about 9 or 10 months. It took them about 2 or 3 months to do the final evaluation. And they decided that I either needed some very serious surgery, which would not allow my foot to go side to side, but just up and down, or to be in a prosthetic brace the rest of my life. I went into a prosthetic brace for about 1.5 years, really focused on my diet, the inflammation within my body. I focused on doing exercises seated because I was in so much pain that even standing up was a lot of pain. And I went to the orthopedic surgeon about 5 months ago, and he evaluated my foot, and the prosthetic brace is now gone. And I weaned out of that. Thank you. And so I've been out of the prosthetic brace for about 4 months. And he also said surgery's off the table. So I'm here to say that focusing on your gut, core health, really does have its benefits. So Michelle, I'm going to let you talk about your own personal story and introduce Ginger to us, please.
Yes, thank you, Melissa, for having me on the call. And my story is twofold. I too have GERD's disease. I have a hernia currently. It's very small. And I'm not really dealing with heartburn like I did 10 to 15 years ago. I too, Steve, was on Nexium. It was not life-threatening, but did all the diagnostic testing, all the down your throat, expensive testing to find out what's going on, right? Is it serious? Is it not serious? Is it just heartburn? And that began my journey of just trying to eat a little bit better. And then the last 2 years, when I found out I had a hernia and some other health issues, it definitely piqued my interest of taking supplements and really fully cleaning up my eating. We know that digestion can be fixed with exercise and taking away sugars and not smoking. I don't do those things. I exercise, I reduce my sugar, but I was still having heartburn and getting sick a lot. I am a teacher, so, take it for what it is, but I do wash my hands often. I take supplements, but I was getting sick a lot. So that started my journey of Melissa just introducing me to some products that have really not only helped me, but my spouse has digestive issues so bad. He too went through major testing, and really they didn't find the root of it, but he was actually dry heaving in the morning. So we both started I started first on ginger and turmeric and muscadine. in capsule form twice a day. And now I just do that once a day. And that seemed to really help. And then I also started with the ketogenic lifestyle changes of really modifying what I eat. Even looking at sweeteners in my coffee, the fructoses, really just cleaning up a lot of those things that you don't think about. And it's a continual learning, and I don't do it perfectly, but I'm learning from our team every week on our calls, new ideas on how to do better with that. I think that what I love about ginger and turmeric is it's easy and it gets my day going right. And it has reduced the inflammation, not just in my gut, but everywhere, right? In my whole entire body, my feet, my hands, probably my organs, I don't know, but I mean, I just feel so much better on those 3 products. And then the other product I've really been adding this year is Live. I had COVID in May and was not really taking a prebiotic or a probiotic. And so now I'm doing that. I was traveling when I got COVID, and I've traveled many times since May, but with my Live packets now, add it to my water at least 5 times a week. I sometimes forget. And that prebiotic, probiotic sure is an easy way to get it in with all its super fruits versus all these ways you can make kraut and kefir. There's ways at home to make all these things that are great for your gut, but they sure take a long time, which I don't have. And they don't look like they taste very great either. And Live is just easy. So we are off medicines. We are not spending money each month in our house on medications. We are just spending a little bit of money on supplements, the ginger, turmeric, muscadine. Of course, having the Live and the alkalized water has helped. And we're not running to the doctor, spending thousands of dollars getting, CT scans, CAT scans, and all the things you need to do when you're not feeling great. So it's really been life-changing for me, being somebody who's lived with GERDs and having a hernia, to not be taking the Tums, not be running to a doctor. I now live in Canada, where getting to a doctor is difficult. It takes a long time. You need a lot of referrals. You can't just run to a specialist. So we're really vested in trying to up our health from the inside out. And these products have helped.
Well,
so
and
much.
wouldn't you agree that just feeling better and being more active and not using the excuses that, oh, we're just getting older, that's the way we're supposed to feel? I don't disagree. I mean, I don't agree with that. I
Right.
think that you can feel as good as you choose to feel. And it certainly is a lifestyle change and a choice. Steve.
Oh, can you hear me? You want me to give my closing statements? Well, first of all, great job sharing all this stuff. And yes, I have a hiatal hernia as well, like Michelle, unfortunately. And when you have these life-changing experiences and you feel the results and you get results, you're like, hallelujah, right? And that's what we do. We get results and we track them. And when you track, everything that you track in life gets results. However, we really track it. Okay. And I supplemented for years, but I never understood how to clean the gut up. Once I understood that, and I had these high impact products, I was taking ginger and turmeric, I was buying the full one at Whole Foods. Not the same, not the same. It has to do with the way the crop's grown, so many different things, the full root, the way it's cooked at a low heat, keeping the nutrition in. So when you find something as powerful as we have, from the health evaluation to get to the nitty gritty, down to what works, you keep it and you tell people about it. And we're here to help you guys get results. Whatever's going on, there's a lot going on, I know, because your health is all you got. And again, let's sit down with you for a few minutes and do this very natural health evaluation that goes through hard tissue, soft tissue, sugar and digestion, all overlapped. And we'll talk about more of those in the future. And then you can look as good as we do and feel as good as we do. So remember, if you had one, especially with gas right now, guys, oh my gosh, I don't know if this is a good an analysis, but I will say it. If you had one automobile in your life, okay, one car, you put the most expensive gas in. I know right now it's tough, okay, but you have one body in your life, and that's tough. Let's keep you alive and keep you healthy and put the best stuff in it. We have the answers. So contact Melissa if you know her, Michelle if you know her, me if you know me. And till next time, we're here to help you.
Michelle, closing thoughts?
I mean, if you're just sick and tired of being sick and tired, you're tired of sucking down your Tums and running to the doctor, make the leap. It wasn't hard. The things I did were not hard. They were little substituting changes in my lifestyle, small changes that were consistent that lead to large results. So you can do it. It's not like, oh, wow, I could never do that. I mean, that's what I used to say. I could never eat this way, but it's been a slow lifestyle change. Wasn't just like a 6-week diet and I shredded 50 pounds and now life's wonderful. It's a lifestyle change. If you want to feel better, you're going to make changes. You're going to get the support that you need to make those changes with the best products that you could put in your body that are going to give you great results.
Thank you. I have to say for myself, and I know I speak on behalf of all three of us, that our passion is to help you help yourself to feel better, to feel less pain, and to feel less bloat and less gas and less constipation and less diarrhea. I mean, we go down the whole laundry list of things, but once you get the proper coaching, the proper tracking, because I believe that just like you would track your business, just like you would track your checking account, your savings account, your investment account, your investment in yourself needs to be tracked as well with your health and your wellness. So we help you to track, we hold you accountable, we provide free coaching. Some of us are paid outside of this realm to be coaches, but within this realm, we provide it for free because our passion is to help you know what you don't know and to help you, most importantly, choose you and your health and wellness. Hope every one of you have a wonderful and safe weekend. And if you're in hurricane zone like I am, we'll be saying prayers for each other, and just know that stress can add to the cortisol levels, which can gain weight and resist eating your way through hurricanes, which is sometimes the only form of entertainment you have. Just make really good choices for yourself. So thank you for watching, and please reach out to any of us. It is our passion to educate you on how to take better care of your health and wellness. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.